Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista, here on YouTube, and today is Wednesday, May 25th. So today has been an interesting day. We didn't have a job on the calendar and nothing came in, which I wasn't upset about because I had my well woman exam today at 10:30 a.m. So I got up at a reasonable time, got a shower, got myself ready. Got a bunch, almost all of the house stuff done that I normally do. And then I go to the appointment. And, I'm always amazed still in this day and age that places like that have paper gowns, because when I go to like my oncologist office and the radiation oncologist too, they all had the cotton gowns where you would put them in a hamper and somebody is washing them. I mean, for a well woman exam, I had to get completely naked. And then you have basically I had tissue paper on myself, a drape on your waist to cover your bottom bits, and then like a vest basically to cover the front. And it is just, I'm just still in amazement in this day and age that it is still like that. So she came in, she was only, I want to say 5 minutes past my appointment time, which is nothing because I've waited up to 20 minutes, right? So she comes in and does the exam and everything looks fine, and I have to get a referral because I have to get like a repeat mammogram in July and just a couple different things. So I wanted to get my thyroid checked, vitamin D level checked, stuff like that. So she's like, okay, just go to the lab. Now, they have a lab there on site. I have been going to this doctor since I was married to my first husband. So, I mean, it's been like 20 years. Like, it's been a really long time, okay? I've never, ever had an issue getting blood drawn. Not once. And I have to have it on my left arm because on my right arm, when I had breast cancer, they removed lymph nodes and you can't do stuff then on your right side when you do that. So I always have to make sure it's on my left arm. Now, I learned something today that will always forever stick in my brain. To get effective blood drawn, you have to be hydrated. Didn't know that. So I'm in there and the girl's trying to find a vein. They wind up sticking me 3 different times with no success. And when she stuck me the 3rd time, they said, how much water have you had today? And I said, literally like 1 cup this morning. Like 8 ounces of water. And she's like, well, do you want to drink some water and wait? No, I don't want to spend my day here. I said, can I just make an appointment and come back tomorrow? It's not like I have to fast for this or anything like that. So, and I must have had a look on my face because she said, please don't think we don't know how to do our job. And I'm like, I've come here before. One of the other women that was in there, she's the one that had drawn my blood before. It's not that. And I was just like, I was so irritated. I'm just like, so now I have to go at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning and get blood drawn. And my arm is going to be all fucking bruised up because I bruise up when I get blood taken. So my arm is going to look quite a fright. So I came home, had some lunch, drank a bottle of water. So I'm going to be drinking water today for the rest of the day. And then I'm going to get up early tomorrow and make sure I drink some more water before I go and just pray to God they can find a vein successfully and the blood will flow. Because when she poked me, she was hardly getting, the blood wasn't flowing right or something. And so I came home, I called Bill when I got out of the appointment and he was like, oh my God, right? And then I came home and I did some research and it's true. I mean, hydration will keep your veins plump. And that's what you want. Like I said, I've never had an issue in all of the times. This is the first time, and I mean, I've been poked and prodded and all that a lot, right? So I come home and I'm doing some stuff for work. Our job confirmed for tomorrow. Bill texts me and says, I need you to send me a copy of my COVID vaccine card. Okay. Because he got his booster today, his second booster. And he said, you know, since you're immunocompromised because having breast cancer and all that, he said, you can get your other booster now. So I scheduled an appointment for Friday at 9 a.m. My job starts at 10. So I hope that they're on time and that lickety split. I'd rather do that on a Friday in case I don't feel good Saturday. You know what I mean? And it's Memorial Day, so I will have off on Monday too. So, and yeah, this weekend is supposed to be really busy. We were supposed to go to a cookout on Saturday, a cookout at my dad's Sunday, and then his daughter and her boyfriend are coming over on Monday for a cookout. And I said, do you mind if I don't go Saturday? I said, 3 cookouts in 3 days, it's too much. It's too much. But come to find out, they're actually having their cookout Sunday, not Saturday. So Bill said we can't go anyway because we're already going to my dad's. So just like, I fucking can't attend an event 3 days in a row. Anyway, now this morning, need to backtrack a little bit. This morning, my mom messaged me like very early, I want to say just a little bit after 7, and said Charlize tested positive. And last night, my mom messaged me on Facebook and said, my uncle lives in my mom's basement apartment. My mom has a full apartment down there with its own entrance and everything. And my uncle has lived down there. It's been a long while now. And he has it too. I said, Jesus Christ, like your whole household has it. My stepfather is fine now. I don't know if he had to have tested negative. I don't know. But my mom is feeling a teensy bit better. And yes, she did have a telemed visit with the doctor. We all have the same doctor. And she did get some antiviral medicine. My sister is not feeling very well at all. She has a telemed visit tomorrow with the doctor. And so my mom had said, I'm out of COVID tests. And I said, well, if you don't get any in a couple days when you need to test to make sure people are negative, let me know. I'll run and get you some. I'll drop them off on the porch. Well, when I came home and I was talking to Bill, and when he got his booster today, he said they gave him 10 free tests there. He said, if you I got them so you can give them to your mom. I said, okay, I'll message her, and if she wants them, I'll just drive them over there when you get home from work today. So I messaged her and she was like, well, yeah, I'll just take 2. I said, Mom, I'll give you more than that. I said, I got 5 kits here, 5 tests here. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to run those 5 tests over to you. That way, whatever Bill brings home, I'll just put them in the closet and we'll have them. So she was saying how her taste was gone, but the medicine she was taking made her have this horrible medicinal taste in her mouth. And she's like, I need like a peppermint or something, to maybe mask the taste. And she said, I have some soft peppermints here from when your grandmother used to eat them. And I was like, well, if they're old, I said, I'll stop at CVS on my way over because I pass right by a CVS and get you some peppermints. Not a problem. No, not a problem. So she says, yeah, they are old because they were, my grandmother, in April, it was a year that she was gone, passed. So I said, okay. So these are the times when I'm glad I work at home, because even if I was working, I would have just said to my team, hey, I need to step out for half an hour, 45 minutes and go do this, right? So I go into CVS and I said, okay, I'm at CVS. Do you need anything else? And she said, Charlize wants some soda and some gum. Okay. So I wound up getting her 2 bags of peppermints. It was like buy one, get one 50% off. I also got her a bag of Jolly Ranchers because those are good and it's hard candy. And then I got Charlize a 6-pack of the mini Cokes and a pack. She likes that 5 gum. all they had was peppermint. They did not have like many flavors of that. So I got that, but I also got myself some candy because yes. So I really love the Jelly Belly sours. Oh my God. And they're not too sour. They're like perfectly sour. So I picked that up. And then of course had to get more of my toffee fay. Yeah. So I got those, but yeah, I did that. Dropped everything off on her front porch, rang the doorbell, and then went back to my car, and I waited until I saw Charlize open the door and get everything. And my mom's like, thank you so much for doing that. Hey, no problem. Like, this is why I'm here, you know, like, I'll help you with whatever you need. I mean, I'm literally only 10 minutes away from her, so not an issue at all. So at least I was able to do that for her. But yeah, it has just been a day. And I try not to be irritated anymore because, I mean, I have a good life. I'm very thankful for what I have. But the blood thing really irritated me because I have to go back tomorrow morning. And just the fact that they stuck me 3 times and just it wasn't successful. And the guy next to me was having the same problem. And he said, are you having trouble too? And I said, I've never had an issue until today. And, but yeah, I had no idea about drinking the water. So you learn something new every day. I know I should be drinking more water anyway. I don't drink nearly enough. So that's going to be probably a little thing that I'm going to start doing now for sure. Okay. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, I started reading a new book called Under Her Care by Lucinda Berry. It's on Kindle Unlimited. I will link it down below if I remember. It's about this mayor's wife gets murdered, and next to her body by the riverbank is this autistic child. And so they automatically think he did it. And they call in this woman who's an expert in psychology with autistic people to advise on the case. But as she dives deeper into like the family, other things start to emerge, and it's not all quite what you seem. So I've read other Lucinda Berry books and they've been very good. So I'm only literally like 5 pages in. Like I read when I was eating some lunch and then I had to go to my mom's, do all that. So I did do some stitching last night. I'm telling you, I love so very much that 18 count paper. I can't even tell you, and I'm trying to find something to hold up against. Jesus. Okay. Well, let's use the box. I need to have like a little piece of paper here that I keep. Remember, I am stitching, and you're going to be able to see the back of the toffee fay. I am stitching. Yeah, that's not helping at all, is it? No. Let's use the iPad. There we go. I am using... the pattern is but first, Jesus, I can't. But first hot cocoa. So I finished the But First last night, which is DMC 995. I stitched, you can see that. The steam is Petite Treasure Braid Silver, and then I started stitching the cup, which I'm doing in 3371. So I'm going to try to stitch the cup like tonight. But yeah, I'm loving, the 18 count paper is really, the stitches look so crisp and clean just with one strand. It seriously is my new favorite thing to stitch on. And by the way, I went through my perforated paper and I had doubles of so many colors. I don't need all that. I don't need all the fucking paper. So I have an eBay auction up for 13 packs of perforated paper. I will link it down below. So if you're interested in trying perforated paper or you just want to add to your collection, go and look. So there's only I think there's 3 colors where it's like double packs, where it's like 2 packs of those colors. But so it's basically about 2, 4, 6. It's about 10 different colors. I have it all listed in the description box and all that. And, you know, I'm not trying to make any money on this. I'm just trying to get back basically what I paid. So for each pack of perforated paper, which it comes in, one pack has 2 sheets, 9 by 12. On 123 Stitch where I bought it, it's $4.49. So I have a buy it now on the auction for 60 bucks. But I'm also starting the bid at like $19.99, so you could do that. But yeah, just want to get rid of it. You know, I don't need all that excess paper. I kept all the 18 count though, because I know, like, especially when I start stitching some Halloween stuff, and if I want to stitch it on the 18 count, I'm going to be painting the paper. I'm going to be spray painting it. Okay. So I did get in the mail the Copic marker organization thing. So I want to take you out there and show you, because man, is it awesome. I will also link that in the description box. It was from Etsy. So let me move you around. Take you out there so we can take a peek. Okay, there it is. And I only have, isn't it so cool? I mean, it fits like exactly in there. And I have my flesh colored markers in there. So it has, this is made from wood. And see how there's handles on either side? It lifts right out of here. So what's so cool is that they did a good job, because the markers fit in there very nice and neat. And they don't like move or jostle or anything, because the foam thing, and here's what it looks like if I pan back. The foam thing that I bought. Now these over here are apparently for the refills. You can buy refills for the Copic markers, and they're a little bit bigger. So those are for the refills. But the foam thing that I was going to get, people said the Copic markers, and I have the sketch markers. The sketch markers were loose in the holes. And when you had too many in them, it was, it would topple over. Well, I'm like, what the? Now, this was $50. But you can see, like, someone handmade it. Like, it's so awesome. Completely worth it. As soon as I get all my other markers and stuff in there, I will show you guys what it looks like with that. But yeah, this is my next page I'm going to start coloring, I think. That was one of the patron pages. But yeah, so yeah, just been busy AF, man. Like, just so much stuff to do every single day, not even work related. Although I do have a lot of stuff to do when I do prep for a job. Like, I still got to do some prep for tomorrow, because our job for tomorrow confirmed. So we're going to do a motivational story, the unfuck yourself entry, and then that's going to be it. Okay. Oh, I had some questions. I try to now mention the questions that people ask me in the previous video. I should jot them down instead of trying to remember them. Someone asked me if I preferred reading on Kindle or hardcover book, real book, you know, a physical book. I like physical books sometimes, just because it's nice to, the smell of books, it's nice to actually hold a book in your hand. However, now that I've decluttered, I literally have 0 books except the Stephen King ones from Bill's mom. I much prefer reading on a Kindle. And I read on the Kindle app on my iPad, only because I can read in the dark, because, you know, the iPad is backlit. I can read wherever, and the cover that I have is magnetic. I can stand it up. I'm not trying to, because I like to read a lot when I eat, like breakfast or lunch. I'm not trying to hold a book open and eat, because that doesn't work. So definitely prefer on the Kindle. And what was the other question? Let me see if I can find it really quick. I need to go to my comments. Oh, someone asked me what I thought of the other lip balms that I got from Sephora. Very nice. They were all very, very nice. I actually want to Glossier makes one that I've been seeing an Instagram ad for, and I would like to try that. So I'm on the fence about whether I want to try it. Still like looking for the absolute perfect one, but those are nice, and a lot of companies have them. Oh, okay. Here's the other question. Q-Snap. Someone said they bought a Q-Snap, but the bars are too large for they have small hands. Do they make skinnier Q-Snaps? Not that I know of. What I would suggest though, and I didn't say this in the comment, try mini stretcher bars. Now you'll have to tack your fabric to the stretcher bar, but I've done that. The mini stretcher bars are very, very light and they're thin. They're only a 1/2 inch thick. But as far as Q-snaps, no, they're one size. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. All right. So, motivational story. This one is called Be Humble and Never Forget That Size is No Guarantee of Power or Usefulness. David and Goliath. Now, there's a funny little story. So, it reminded me saying David and Goliath. This was like, I don't know who posted this on Facebook, but this was a test that kids were taking in school, and it said, who killed Goliath? And it had a blank and then VID. So you should be writing DA to make the word David. This kid wrote CO. Like COVID killed Goliath. And the teacher was like, see me after class. I was dead though. Like, I laughed so hard at that. Like, oh my God, how can you? Yeah. Okay. So be humble and never forget that size is no guarantee of power or usefulness. The lioness, as we know, is fierce, proud, and tends to look down upon smaller animals. One such lioness was once skirting the jungle when a thorn pricked her paw. Being proud, the lioness decided not to ask for help. She went around the jungle getting weaker and bleeding. One day, she chanced upon a humble mouse. The lioness was in a lot of pain. The mouse, though quite scared, was courageous enough to offer help. The little mouse, after much pain, what? I don't know why that didn't make any sense. It said the little mouse managed to pull out the thorn from the lioness's paw and freed her from pain. Even though the lioness was so big and powerful and the mouse was so tiny and humble, it was the mouse's kind gesture that saved the lioness's life. And I've seen actually a cartoon that showed that. You know, we used to watch as kids like Looney Tunes and all that. And I remember this big lion had this, and I forget who pulled it out. I don't know if it was a mouse, but that makes sense. So the conclusion, be humble and never forget that size is no guarantee of power or usefulness. If you ever watch Big Brother or Survivor, you know, you would think that these big muscular people would be really good in some of these competitions, and they're not. So size, no indication at all. Okay. So how are we going to continue to unfuck ourselves in 2022? Drinking water before you get blood taken. There's one way. Okay, this is a long one. The single most important thing you can do for your life is to release anyone, including yourself, from blame for how your life has turned out. This includes parents, friends, neighbors, everyone. If that irritates you or enrages you, if you find yourself turning to your go-to argument or all too familiar upset, take some stock here. You are arguing to keep the life you have. You're making a case for sabotaging yourself. Ooh. True, though. You know, you can always rewrite your story, right? And you can tell yourself a different story. I like that one, though. Because, yeah, a lot of people want to blame other people for the way that things have turned out when... I mean, I know as children, you don't really have much choice, but once you're an adult, you have a choice to move past that. Okay. So I hope you guys are all having a good Wednesday. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and spending almost 25 minutes of your time with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.